My cousin texted me. Girl. Oh my God, everybody! It's me and Frank. We're here on GHB Spotlight. Actually talk about General Hospital on GHB Spotlight. I'm high on coffee right now because I had a giant thing of coffee. So we're gonna work this. I have a long day ahead of me, and I had a long day this morning. Hi Frank Moran, how are you doing?
Better now that I've seen you.
Oh, exactly. He knows how to talk to you guys. And earlier we did the shows backwards. We did a whole thing that was like upside down. That was just for this week to accommodate our guests. Let's see if I can get this before this thing starts talking to me. 1 second, you guys. It's thinking. Oh, wait, this is thinking. Maybe fine. This is thinking. We did YNR.
Better now
Here we
that
go.
I've seen
Here
you.
we go.
Ooh, very rare that you can hear me on that end.
I
Ooh.
know. Usually it's me talking. Okay. So we did Bold first. I know it's totally out of order. We did Bold first. Then we did YNR with special guest Stacy Hajduk. She was wonderful. She was great. Check that out. Then we did Beyond the Gates, where I came out at the end. We had a very spirited, I'll say it that way, discussion. I like that word. So we did that, of course. And now we're doing this show. And then after this, of course, is Edition Days with my chocolate twin, Tony Moore. As you guys saw online, I saw him a couple of days ago in person. We went to Grits and Waffles, Frank, in Cape Town.
Aw.
And it was so good. It was so good. But ironically, neither of us had waffles.
Oh, I
What
assume you
happened?
both had grits.
Good. Creamy grits, Frank.
Ah, hello.
I don't know why I'm talking to Frank that way today for some reason. Creamy grits, Frank. It was cheesy and creamy.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
All over my face.
Face. Exactly. So you can see that we don't. But their shows after this. I will be doing my Oscars after show. If you haven't watched my episode I did 2 nights ago, Frank doesn't know this. So I snuck into Adobe Theater. So I went to Hollywood Boulevard on Friday night. It's a place, so it's closed off. You have to watch the video. So there's a street called Orange, which is where it starts to be closed off. And then I went behind, and no one was there. Right? I was like, I was gonna go. I had my camera with me. I got stopped at one point, but I went very high up. I was almost to the good point. But watch the video, see what happens. So it's
Oh,
having a good time behind the scenes, right? It was a lot of fun. It was a warm night that night too. It's been really warm in LA, so it was a warm night that night too. I was sweating afterwards, and the escalator didn't work either, Frank. I know I need to lose some weight, but shit, it was too much. So check that out, my Oscars after show, and also When Calls the Heart. I will be doing that also. Be out for tomorrow. Also put out there. If you guys haven't seen it, I made the announcement. As we've been doing this for 11 years. Brian Bird, executive producer of When Calls the Heart creator, and I will have our end of season discussion. People are asking for it, so Hardy's. We're having our discussion after the finale of season 13 of this show. It's crazy. On Monday the 23rd at 7 p.m. live. We always do it live. We talk about everything. We've been through the trenches together. It's crazy. So this season should be a nice quiet talk because it wasn't that anything controversial this season, I don't think. But he's back. He always graciously comes back to me every year. We talk for like 2 hours about the show, Frank. It's a lot of fun. He gives us behind the scenes stuff, and he may give us some season 14 news. We know Lori Loughlin is coming back for season 14.
full
I know,
full time or just a guest star?
full time.
Oh,
I'm very excited. And yes, I will be doing the When Calls to Heart spinoff, Hope Valley 1874. I have the after show already started. The after show that debuts in 2 weeks, also March 21st. So I got Paramount, wrong one, Hallmark Plus. That's where you can watch it, and it's a spinoff. It's a prequel. So I will be watching that and getting guests and all of that too for that. Right.
interesting. How much sooner does it take place before the mothership?
So right now they're in 1922 on the regular show. It's been on 11 seasons, 12, 13 seasons. So this starts 1874. So it must be before it used to be called Coal Valley. When the show started, it was called Coal Valley. So there's a whole, instead of going to explain all that in this prequel, because it's called Hope Valley. Like, wait, it was called Coal Valley. Anyway, watch my after show, the Hope Valley 1874 after show. All that's on there. Good time.
Wow, very cool.
I'm really curious to see what they're going to do. So it's supposed to be the beginning of the town, I guess, going out west.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's so incredibly cool that you have access to a creator that is so willing to talk about stuff, kind of warts and all. Yeah, because that's the cool stuff. Making any sort of production, whether it's podcast, TV shows, art, theater, there are so many moving parts that and sacrifices, compromises, challenges. It's always cool when somebody's willing to be able to kind of just be candid about, the great stuff and the challenging stuff about making something.
And he is. Every season we talk, we had some really rough seasons, and on and off camera. And said we talk about it openly. We talk. There's no question on. You can ask him any question. Nothing's off limits. I'm very grateful to him. And fun fact, his wife is my cousin. So that's how it started. Cousin Patty. His wife's my cousin. So it's a weird coincidence. But he's a great guy. So we have a good time.
I mean, and more often with any kind of creator, the stuff that might bug a fan or bump a fan on a show about choices that were made or a storyline that was kind of like more often than not, they know that that's the case, and then you get to hear why. It's like, yeah, this is why it was. It wasn't. We knew it wasn't the best, but we didn't have any choice because of X, Y, or Z.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that, folks. And don't worry, on this show, I'm gonna bring you back more people. I'm gonna work on it. I just thought this is an Oscar night. We leave it alone. And guys, I know we have 2 weeks to talk about. I have to end the show at 3, so we have about an hour and 10 minutes. We're gonna talk about what we can. Whatever we don't talk about, you can always message us, and we'll comment it. We'll give our comments in the chat. So I want you guys to know that. So I just want you to know that we may not catch everything because General Hospital. I texted them the earliest week. It's going full steam ahead. I mean, they're just like, I'm actually kind of proud of it. They're just going forward. So whatever we don't catch, we don't catch. So we're gonna talk what we can. And I already have my opening statement, Frank, already.
Oh, lay it on me.
So if you guys already know, I put out a GH30 Deeds about this. But my favorite comment of the whole 2 weeks came from Portia. She took the words in the words of Meatloaf, the late Meatloaf. She took the words right out of my mouth. She said, "You got to be kidding me! Are you pregnant, Frank?" I was like, I was like, oh, wait. I'm like, so, and you guys have been commenting on that video, and I mean, you guys have very strong opinions. So, Frank, we're gonna start there. Did not see that coming. I mean, really not see that. Did really not see that coming.
Boy, I mean, I don't know. When that happened, when it all goes down in the nail salon, I'm like, man, but now as playing into like a kind of unfortunate stereotype, part of me just wants to see it because it's just messy and weird. Just to see the two of them pregnant by the same guy, just
like I said on the other show I did. I don't understand it's a soap trope, obviously. But for these 3 beautiful, how can I say this? Mature people. Of all the storylines we get this. Like there's a million storylines. They have lots of story between the 3 of them. And then of course they're not touching about the GAN and stuff, of course. So between the 4 of them, there's plenty of story. But we're gonna make it so that pregnancy is we never see TJ.
no.
Trina is just like whatever she's dressing at this point. And you're gonna try to add 1, maybe 2 new babies into this whole situation. And these folks, before you come at me, and I don't care, because I'm old too. We're assuming they're in their late 40s, early 50s. Yes, you can have children at that age. I get it. You shouldn't. It's hard on your body at any age. But I mean, Portia's pregnant now all of a sudden. You see that, Frank? When she came out of there, bam! They put the balloon in there. And this is the story we're getting, Frank.
No, it just yeah, I don't know, just like oof.
Frank feels like I feel, apparently. That's all I need to know.
It's just like so that's all right. Yeah, I mean it's all underrepresented as well in terms of just having black people on soaps in
Right.
general. But and then this is like okay, yeah, we'll just have him be possibly the father of multiple children from different women. So
Sure. I just, okay.
where's
Enough
Hat
about
Daddy when you need him?
that. Right. I know. Well, Stella had me laughing. She's all, oh, you live here. And then her looks on her face just make me laugh so hard. But she was like, I want you to be happy. But I have a question. She's like, was the ink dry on your divorce before you moved in? I couldn't stop laughing. The way she said it was just like, oh, you live here. And you're like, her house. Auntie, it's our place. Renee, go on, Renee. I love it. Love it.
It
Because
was
I get it. I get it.
because it was because like they write they Stella she could be very she could read people really well. But then there was this when she first got there, it was just asking these like, come on, Stella, you know what's going on. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Oh, that's really nice that she just lets you stay at her place while she's at work. Like, no, no.
I was laughing. I just laughed the whole time. It made me laugh because I'm with you. I'm like, still, you know what's going on.
And
The way
what
that's fine. I'll take it. It made me laugh. Maybe unintentionally, they did.
and what's with Jordan still carrying that pregnancy test in her purse for that long? Come on. Come on. Why isn't it just sitting in some bathroom cabinet?
Right.
I mean, and yes, maybe you don't want Curtis to see it as well, but you can still hide it. Not like Curtis is like rifling through your cabinets. He's
Oh.
not even thinking that's even a thing.
Okay. Well, enough of that storyline. I'm like, okay. Um, the next storyline I'm going to talk about. I really started thinking about this actually. Lulu and Maxi, and I want to say Nathan. I'm feeling like that's not Nathan because they all keep saying things like you got over me in 6 months. Like really? And like even Muto was like something wrong. What's going on here? Like I feel like now we're ramping up into the story, but I want to get to Lulu and Maxi. Some people online have been posting always been past their past fights, past things. I don't know how they're best friends. They fight. They have major over the years. They've had major, major blowups from each side.
Yes.
Maxie getting pills to Lucky and the whole thing there. Later to the whole baby stuff. Later, I mean, there's a lot that they've gone on. I'm like, yeah, why are they friends? I'm like, I don't even. I mean, and I'm sorry, I was on Maxi's side, kind of like, but your whole thought was about you and Nathan together, not me returning back to life. Basically, kind of. It was like really weird. Her talk with Nathan was weird. Her talk with Lulu was weird. I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, Maxi gave in too quick. Medora, I'm with you. I'm like, she gave in too quick. But I have a feeling maybe something else is off. She's gonna realize something's off. Because Nathan's not acting like himself, not really.
Yeah, I mean, well, and the fact that he can't hit a baseball to save his life now.
That
So,
was weird too, right? I'm like, where did that come from?
yeah, I will be. I'm really curious, like to see what the real deal is with Nathan. And yeah. So knowing that, I mean, he's. I guess he's come back for the dead, but we don't know for how long. Because I mean, so who knows? Like whether it's really Nathan, but he's being conditioned or programmed or something like that too. Maybe
I,
that's part of it. I don't know. But even though he's been gone from Port Charles for 7 years, he's been alive longer than we've known for at least some point. So who
yeah,
knows? I mean, it's more than just 6 months that he got over Maxi. So whatever happened in that time before when he came back to life, and if whether it's Nathan or it's conditioning or it's another person's mind inside his body. Who knows? But uh, yeah, I don't know. I was like against Maxi on that. Like Maxi, chill out. It's like, yeah, you chose Spinelli. You can't be just sitting there and just saying like, well, you can't, you can't do anything else. I got what Nathan said. Like, you want me just to sit here and be by myself forever? I mean, it's not great that the person that I decided I'd spend time with now is your best friend. I mean, that's unfortunate, but
That's what I'm saying. That part's kind of weird.
yeah.
I'm like, I mean, he was right to say that. He had a right to say that on some level. But the whole thing is, I don't know. Maybe it's the writing. I don't know. I just feel like they're trying to get us to really be into Lulu and Nathan. I feel like they're really pushing. I mean, and that's what shows too. That's the narrative. We want we want them together, basically. And now that they have Dante sniffing around Elizabeth,
Oh, that stuff about the dog. Oh,
awful,
brother.
awful.
Well, I won't report anything. Oh.
I see zero chemistry between the two of them. First of all, they'll be boring as f.
Well, all
I
right.
just
Would you rather have her and Dante or her and Finn?
no. I rather have her. I want her and Rick.
Yeah,
Well, you know, seriously, we had this talk last time
right.
because there is this weird history with those two. But she said over and over again, there is good in there, and it looks like he is trying to change his life. That's kind of the Beauty and the Beast syndrome, basically. It's like, and she's not perfect either. Well, she's out of life also. Why can't they be together now? They're older now. Okay, they accept each other for who they are, and then why can't they have rediscover their life? I mean, they were starting that at first. I'm like, I'll go for that. And again, we love Rick Hurst, so any reason we can get to keep him on the show, I like let's keep him. But I actually like that with him trying to be with Sonny, him doing this, him being with Molly. I thought this is something I can get with that because that Finn was like, ooh, that was rough too. But this I can get with that. Dante, see, I'd rather keep pushing Dante back into the triangle. Like, no, I want Lulu. Like when he was talking to Cody and stuff. I'm like, but yeah, you were grieving Sam. You had to get over. You couldn't really go to. It was a weird situation. She came back to life because of Sam, died because of her, so to speak. I understand the weirdness at first. You to go right back into it, but it's like, so Lulu, you're over Dante too, like just like that. Like you're just like you're suddenly all in. It's all consuming into Nathan. Now, firstly, Nathan's hot. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying. But it's just kind of like they all seem kind of forced to me on some level. You know, I'm with you, Maxi's. I'm actually glad she chose Spinelli. I like that for the storyline sake. It was beautiful work, and they're good together. I like that. But yeah, the Nathan thing was just let go too soon. It was just too quick, and I'm like, something's off. I want to think that's on purpose. That they're writing Nathan that way on purpose because he's not Nathan.
Yeah. I mean, something is clearly up. I mean, the show's not, it's dropping way too many hints
Right.
that there's something odd about Nathan. So, but nobody is, uh, whether it's because they're all caught up in their own bits of issues, like Maxi being alive and how do I feel about being in love with my best friend's, husband back from the dead. Too many of their own personal issues kind of clouding the issue that they're not noticing. Like, whoa, what is going on with Nathan at the minute? This guy's acting kind of odd.
Well, Ethel says if Nathan has been alive for 7 years, he has had time to get over Lulu. But remember, Ethel and everybody, he has no memory. So if he was alive, he said he remembers closing his eyes, thinking he was dying,
Yeah.
and now waking up and there's so he has so to our knowledge, again, we don't know what happened to him. To our knowledge, 7 years went by without him. So we don't know what. But again, maybe he was alive, and we obviously he was alive, but maybe he had a whole life. We don't know.
Yeah,
So
that even if he can't remember it, subconsciously he could have, that's his subconscious. He's already kind of
yeah,
worked through and moved on through Maxi. So,
maybe.
but
I
tough
know
to
he's
tell until you tell us.
yeah. Right now we're just guessing, but I'm just saying that I think it's funny because we have Lulu back from the dead, basically not dead, but back from being out in coma. Maxi being back from coma. Nathan being back from the dead. I guess it's kind of crazy. It's a little crazy. But that's the thing. It's like it's we don't know. We don't now the game's just a storyline. We don't know. We don't know anything about what Nathan. We don't know what Nathan was doing. We have no idea. Britt, we got her whole story finally. We know what her situation was. She closed her eyes thinking she was dying. Callum swept her up. There's a whole thing. We know her story. But with Nathan, we still know his story.
Yeah.
We really don't. No, we don't know. We don't know anything. And I believe they put it on hold because of Maxi, because of Kiss the Storms. So I think now we're going to finally get into it. I like that Maxi's in stuff. And Felicia, something to say when she saw them kissing and when she was talking to Elizabeth. I had to laugh. Felicia was like, my second favorite line of the week was, you don't want to be a meddling mom, then don't be a meddling mom. I was like, that's why
I like that she didn't hide it from Lulu that she saw that kiss either. She was just right up in there.
She marched right over, didn't she? She marched right over. She was like, and Lulu's like, oh, so I need Rocco's scales. She's like, yeah, that's great. You're kissing my daughter's man. And she didn't do it like that, but it was close enough. She was like, screw Rocco's schedule. I saw you like, what's going on? And Lulu was like, she was so offended that it was like, I have a right to say this stuff. Hello? He just woke up. My daughter just woke up. Everybody just woke up. He just going on in. And they're like, they both keep saying, well, no, if you wanted it, Max, we would have just, they're like, that sounds almost worse. We would have just done whatever you asked. Like, hello?
Like with Dante and Lulu, though, I think like once like the whole Geo revelation came out, I mean, Dante and Lulu really had it out. And I felt like that really put a chill in a kind of a romantic aspect, at least for a while for them. And then the show never really like they just kind of did them as co-parents as opposed to like any the show never leaned towards any kind of like, oh well yeah, that was a heated moment, but we're kind of past that now. We're kind of reconnecting in a different way. And they never came back with that. Like they kind of just kept it kind of chill. So I can see why they're moving Dante to somebody else because they haven't really invested in anything with Dante and Lulu.
I was trying to think, you guys in the chat, who should Dante be paired up with at this point? I'm trying to think who's left that's around his age that he goes, because they won't, because right now they won't do Dante and Homegirl, who's with Chase, Brooklyn.
Right.
I don't think they will. Almost too much like family, so to speak. They have a kid together, it's almost too like family, maybe. I don't know. Because if they went that direction, I could see it because Chase is acting buck wild. He's going crazy. So I can almost see that. But they're going towards, Elizabeth and him. I don't see any chemistry whatsoever.
It's tough to think like anybody else that is of that kind of age range that is available and is not related.
Right. Because, I'll give you points. They went there, Carly and Valentin. They went there. I was like, oh, I didn't know that they were going to do like that. They done did it.
It's been a while since we had like a very kind of impulsive Carly hookup.
Yeah.
So it's great. We know when things get heated, kind of overwhelming and emotional with Carly, she will hook up with the guy. And so it was great. Great to see that. And then it was Valentin. All right.
AE says Dante and Britt, but they won't go that direction.
That would take a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Heavy lifting to be able to get Dante to kind of change his mind on Britt.
Yes.
Interesting story if they ever got to that point, just to see where he's defending Britt to Lulu.
But I am aside because we're gonna move around a little bit here and there. We'll get back to that in a second. But I'm kind of liking the whole Lucas and Britt becoming friends on some weird level.
Yeah,
it's fun. And actually, it's kind of natural the way they're having it all happen. And I love that they're still bitchy to each other on some level. Like, it's just like they're like, Brad would die if he saw us together. I started laughing. I was like, that's right. But I kind of like that their evolution is kind of it's a natural evolution. But with Dante, that'd be very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. Yeah. Explain it to Lulu, trying to tell like, oh my, oh. Yeah, that'd be a little rough. That'd be a little rough.
That would be Lulu thinking like somebody is swap brains with with Dante Falconeri, because that is not the Dante Falconeri I know.
Yes, but Maxi, Maxi did. I go back to Maxi and Lulu. Although she was like, "That's my man," basically. She was like, "Yeah, yeah." Lulu was totally taken aback when she asked. I was like, he's mine." And he was like, and it was. I love it because that was realistic. That was very realistic about that. And but I'm going back to my original question. I don't. I know why. I'm not asking just. I know why they became friends. I'm not. That's not my question. My question, because in the chat, someone was like, "I know why. I know what happened. They worked for Kate. They became. I get that point. But my thing is, why are they still friends when they keep hurting each other? It seems like over the years,
Uh,
major, like majorly hurting each other.
is there something to what Maxie said about, where she says to Lulu that, you know me, I could be completely unfiltered with you, warts and all.
That's true.
Uh, to have that sort of friendship where it can be incredibly messy, but the two of you are, it's like you and Tony Moore, right?
Exactly. Fight like Dickens. Even back in the past, he was shade shown me a couple times when I quit Dish Days. He was unhappy. He was unhappy. I'll tell you, he was unhappy about that. But we stick together. I would totally say we've done good things for each other. I mean, the thing is, like, I keep thinking back to Nathan's death. I mean, those scenes when Maxie goes off on Lulu, oh, they were so good. And about why he died and her trying to be a reporter. And I mean, the whole. I'm saying it's like I'm saying they have they have weathered those storms, but it was just like so. I mean, they've had so many major blowouts over time. So I don't know. I'm just like I don't know. I'm kind of on Maxi's side a little bit. Like you guys, I was in the coma for 6 months. And yes, like as you said, well, first she was helping me out, and we're trying to figure stuff. And like I get that on some level, but I just feel like they're writing it so they're making us feel like, okay, you want those two together. That's the whole thing. Or making Maxie jealous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's what they did, like with Lulu's coma. Makes sense that Dante moved on at some point. I mean, they weren't even
Right.
together when she went into the coma, but
Exactly.
still,
Exactly.
at some point you realize like, hey, she's not waking up. I gotta, keep moving on with my life. Like this one is like, what's the bare minimum that somebody could be in a coma? Or you move on. It's like 6 months. That was it. That's all it took you to move on from me. 6 months.
I get it. I feel like it was a personal hurt. I totally get it. I was like, I get what she's saying. It's like it's kind of weird. Like, really?
Would she have been
Um,
cool if it had been a year? Would she have been,
maybe,
you know,
maybe.
who knows?
Who knows? I mean, we'll never find out now. But I'm saying sometimes, I mean, the 6 months is pretty quick. Um, pretty quick. 7 years, like she said, Maxie said it. When you died, that was it. I was dead. She was devastated. We saw it on camera. She was devastated. And it took her a while before she got to repeat her. It took her a while. And then she got with I just said his name. And that was that. But Maxie was not there just running around. And Lulu was funny because I'm actually glad they didn't go. I thought they were gonna do Lulu and Cody a long time ago. They didn't go that direction. So that's fine. Um, but I understand to have romance. I understand these two people have to have romance at some level, but I don't know. I don't feel the chemistry between Lulu and Nathan either. I should tell you the truth. So I don't feel it either.
Really?
I know.
Uh, what I would be if I was living in Port Charles, I'd be like, hey, there's enough people that go into comas in this town. They last a while. I know what the deal is. I'm not gonna wait it out. I'm just gonna get moving on with my life.
Right.
That's why, I moved on from you. You were in a coma for 30 minutes, and I was already moving on.
I know. It's just yeah. It's so anyway. So I guess we'll see how that plays out because now that Kristen is back, we love that she's back. They can go full steam ahead with that one.
And I mean, I guess, and it's having Nathan not be Nathan with Lulu is not. If it was with Maxie, it'd be repetitive, kind of a
Yes.
story beat we've already seen
Right.
Maxie be in it before.
Right. Because we find out he's not Nathan later. Their friendship will be stronger, obviously, and maybe Dante will want to go back towards Lulu.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough knowing like the way that the industry is today, the way that just Hollywood is in general. who knows how long Ryan Pavey wants to stand? If he signed a 3-year deal, would he stay on past 3 years? Uh, Tough to say. I mean, he's already left, prior, and he's had success in others in a lot of what Hallmark stuff, and
Yes.
so you know, but people's lives change constantly, and the industry changes, and the ability to be able to get steady work that is fulfilling, but also lets you to kind of do other provide in other aspects of your life. Who knows? Maybe he sticks around for a while. I don't know.
I don't either. The chat says that they feel there's more chemistry between Nathan and Lulu than Jason and Britt. Actually, I see chemistry between Jason and Britt. I do. I see it.
I do as well, but I feel like that storyline has just been crippled by
Right,
repetitive writing.
right. I agree. I agree with that. I'll agree with you on that one. That for sure. I don't know. I just it's just having had three characters who are on ice basically, bringing them back around the same time, just kind of, I mean, I think almost coincidental. Just I didn't decide to bring this. It's yeah, I don't know. I'm glad they're all back on some level. I mean, I'm glad they're all back, but just I think it is a lot for us to process. That and I don't know Ryan Pavey. I don't know how long he's staying. I have no idea. So I don't know. But now we can tell the story. So I feel like they're going to tell the story. I feel like we're going to find out. I
Yeah,
feel like. And again, you never see him and Britt together, but you see him and Nina together all the time. So there must be reasons for that too. There's something in there for that too. And oh, Maya likes Dante and Liz. Okay, I guess you're one of the few. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, I'll say this for the sake of the show, or whatever. And there's 67 people watching. It could turn into something, I guess, because they are kind of like family already, and they're all kind of like family on some level. I guess I just so people say like Dante and Liz. Okay, I feel Dante and Liz are boring as f. They're gonna bore you to death, you guys. So hope you like it. Oh, you like it? Okay, great. I'm telling you, a Liz Rick pairing is much more exciting. Just telling you, I'm just like that's much more exciting. And I'm sorry, yes, Daisy, and so Daisy Flower, of course. Okay, so okay, I gotta address this, Frank. I see between Jason and Britt, but the problem is it keeps stopping and starting, stopping and starting, stopping and starting. That's a problem. Obviously, with Carly and Jason, we have decades of relationship, and yes, his goodbye to Carly was amazing. I mean, their kind of goodbye scenes, their fighting, everything. But that's what they. I mean, that's they. Jason and Carly are always. I keep saying endgame on some level. They're always endgame. Whether they're together or just are best friends. He said, "It's always be you and me against the world." Always. He looks at Carly a certain way, and I'm sorry. We got. Because I don't want to run out of time. I want to talk about this for a second. I'm gonna give E. McCoy some credit. Homegirl worked it out in her scene. Frank and I'll speak for Frank for a second. Frank and I had no use for her in WSB. Right, Frank? We had no use for her in there. I mean. But her stuff with Valentin leading up to Carly, I gotta say, I was in for a second. I mean, and her, oh my God. And her and Laura Wright. There was, I texted her, I was like, girl, you killed this week. I thought they finally gave Jocelyn something really meaty and big that was rooted in history. So I don't know how you thought about the whole review. Everything's finally out. It's about full steam ahead. Everything's out now, and she tells her real reasons why she's feeling this, and it's sunny.
yeah. I mean, that's you hang your man gets hung up in a restaurant freezer for a while. That's going to change the way you feel about your stepdad.
Yeah, but those fights. I mean, Carly loves her daughter, and is stubborn. Jocelyn is her mother's daughter, and she's stubborn.
Yeah, and what it was just like Carly thinking that she knew what was up with her daughter, and then like, oh, I know, and then realizing, oh man, no, I don't really know all her what she's thinking, why she's doing this, and it's surprising to me, and I feel like, yeah, I mean that must be with many parents. There's that moment in life where it's like you think you know your kids, and whether and not in a good or bad way, but there is just like a choice and decision that they're making that you think you was like, no, 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 I know you think this, and then hearing what they have to say, and you're like, wow, I did not even know that that was something that was really that important to you, that was weighing on you, that was a part of your, and I'm kind of taking it back a little bit.
Yes, and Laura Wright, I mean, Carly. It's because you're not there. Your daughter's still young. I've been there with much older daughters at one point or another. But I keep saying I'm an adult, and the way she goes, okay, yes, you're an adult. I get where Carly's come from at some level. It's like, but you're still young and you don't know everything. I always say this when people become adults, new adults, they feel like they know everything. They just do. It's a natural. I look back and think I thought I knew. I didn't know shit. I thought I did. You know what I mean? You know what you know. But when you're older and you're like, you just please, like I know you, I know this. To me, it was realistic. That fight part was realistic. It was kind of like you're finding out your daughter's not who you think she was. That she went into that she, yes, she willingly went into this because she kept saying, "I willingly did this. I willingly did this." But there is something. There is some kind of manipulation at play from Brennan, and Brennan admits it to Cardi a little later about some stuff like there's things I wouldn't have done the same or blah blah. But I was loving when they were at Bobby's in the back watching everything happen out front there, like, and there's Marco, and why is Jocelyn talking? And I just thought it was hilarious back there in commentary. Um, you're an adult, you're but stupid. I know I was funny. I just think that for the first time, because even Jocelyn's conversation with Valentin was very adult. It was very much like Valentin didn't talk down to her, and he just was like, "Girl, what do you do?" Like, and it's just and kind of checked her a little bit about her mother, and about herself as an agent. The thing is, you're young, you're still new at this. You have not been around as long as these people have, and so I think but it feels natural to me. I feel like that's the fight they would have. Mom, I know what I'm doing. No, daughter, you don't. That's a natural. I see the chat is half and half. That makes sense. That makes sense. I have no problem with
Well,
that.
and it's also tough too with parents. I think it is just natural to be overprotective.
Yeah.
To I mean, it's not to the extreme of like Portia and Curtis with Trina,
Oh,
where
I
they
know.
just constantly make her seem like an infant, and
Right.
afraid to share any of their that stuff. But when they're telling would be even Jason and Carly are telling her, it's like no, like you like they're trying to tell her like that the choices that you made were just like you're young, you don't understand. Like, well, hold on,
Right.
don't say that.
Right. And then I don't know, Josh walked in and was like, "You got to go to Britt." I was like, "Excuse me," and she's like, "Just please go." You get to talk to her. But I'm saying there's a difference. There's a difference in Josh the way she's carrying herself. Because later when Valentin showed up at her place too,
Yeah,
went to grab the gun. I'm saying for the first time, I'm kind of seeing her in this role a little bit more. I was never a fan of it, but now that everything's out, oh, I'm just I'm because Carly's not gonna stop. Carly's not. I mean, and she slept with Valentin, so they ain't stopping either. They're in. I'm like, and then her and Brennan talking, and Jocelyn realizing I do believe Brennan. He loves Carly. He's intrigued by her. He loves her. Caught him all kinds of off guard. I'm sure, right? He probably was not expecting this whatsoever. He's in. He's in. He's into Carly, and so I'm curious. Oh my god, he finds out this stuff. I wonder if Carly has anything for him at all left, or is it all gone?
I think she does because she's as much as she's like wanted to pay it back, there have been plenty of beats in the storyline where she is taking moments to pause about Jack because she's not completely she doesn't completely hate the guy, but I mean she does question a lot about what is genuine and what is not about the relationship.
Right.
Uh, but I think there is still part of her that still, feels like there's something that was genuine. It is genuine in the relationship, but how much of that is not, and it's complicated just because of the whole Jocelyn stuff.
Well, I think he did say what he said. It was like she's the most intriguing I've ever met, or something I've ever known, or like he did. It's like he didn't expect to fall so hard for her. So, like some words like that. I believe him. Actually, I do believe that. And she has said, I believe there's a good person in there. So it's not cut and dry. It's not black and white. It's like he did help her out and stuff. It's unlike, we're going to switch gears for a second, kids. I want to make sure I catch everything before we get out in a half hour. Unlike Sidwell, who again chopping his lips at people, telling homegirl, you will get scouts and you will bring her and out, and telling Nina, you will get Brendan going to Nina also going, you need to get Charlotte to talk. It's like these folks, I mean, at least with Brendan, I feel like there is some good stuff in there. But when it comes to Sidwell, he's not good. He's like, I don't think there's any goodness in him at all. I think they're playing it closely cartoonish. It's a little almost like he controls everything because Alexis, you see her face? That's what she was after that with Willow, and told her so. Basically, it was like, oh well, I have how generous. Like, well, I have no choice. I mean, like she is. Oh my god, she wants to say so badly, bitch. You shot your husband twice. I know it.
Oh,
So
yes.
bad. She wants to. She wants
It's
to so
yeah, and I'm only guessing it's weird, like I don't know why Sidwell is trying to be disingenuous with Willow, because it feels like he wants Scout there just as more leverage to
bad.
have
Yeah.
over Willow slash Drew.
It's so weird.
And so yeah, like like this is reason like the public appearance of her being with her grandmother would be too weird for you. Like
But
what? No.
and even Scout was kind of like, we Scout. But even Will was like, well, I don't, wait, she shouldn't be here while, because she doesn't want anybody there while she's drugging her man. Number one, but she was like, I'll take down the restraining orders. She's doing what she can to. There's a lot going on in my neighborhood right now. There's a helicopters, everything. And so yes, David. Alexis had a look in her face like, this bitch. I know it's like I mean, and Alexis was actually being true, like, this isn't good for Scott. The way she was looking at her daddy, it's not good for her. So but Willow can't tell Alexis that. Alexis can't tell Willow she knows what and with Kai staying too a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "What?" It's like, no, I kind of feel like I have to stay for Drew's sake on some level. I'm like, well, that keeps him around a little more, I guess. But I kind of see what he's saying. Like, it was like really. I mean, she's dangerous. Everybody's like she's dangerous, but they're like they can't say it to her face. I want somebody to say it to her face, like, I know what you did last summer. Basically, I want them to tell Willow, I know what you did. But Nina doesn't want to believe her daughter did it. First of all, but I think
Oh,
no, I think she has a feeling though. And when she went and told Will again, they're going full steam ahead. I love it. They're not hiding. He goes to them. She tries to smooth talk Charlotte, who's like, "No, bitch, I'm not telling you shit." Then she goes to her father, tells what's going on. He's like, "Don't do nothing, girl." Meanwhile, we got her over here. Willow. I mean, it's like there's a lot going on. I like it because it's just happening. It's like we're moving forward. Nina feels stuck because she loves Charlotte. She actually really does love Charlotte. And we know that. We know she loves her. It's like you said, she's like a daughter to her. And I'm just like, but it's Brennan helped her out. And I'm glad she told Willow.
yes, that was
And
great.
Willow's like, you know what? You've been trying to help me. this whole time. But she went and
Uh,
told Willow right away. I was so glad she didn't hold it to the secret. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah. Uh,
Okay.
and I'm just waiting to see, is Willow gonna say something to her first? Like, no, I really did she. I mean, she can't get. I mean, it's double jeopardy, so she could
Yeah, she
say. I
did
mean, it's and if you were gonna tell anybody just to kind of unburden yourself, Nina would be the person. I mean, she's already shown that she's not going leaving your side no matter what. So even if you shot Drew, she was not a huge fan of Drew, so she's not gonna be. She might not be like 1,000% like excited that you did this, but she's
right.
never gonna leave you.
No, exactly. Now, folks, I'm
No,
going to
I
say,
do think. Oh, before we go jump into that, I do think at some point it seems that the only way is like Willow's going to get pushed to a point where she realizes the only way she can get out is by getting Drew out of yeah, his frozen body, and just gonna have to start dialing back the medicine.
oh yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's the only way because otherwise, how else? No one else is. I mean, I know Sidwell's got a couple nurses that are running around, but I feel like it would be Willow that would be just like dialing back on the dosage to get him to be able to move again. But as a secret, and nobody knows. And at some moment, Drew's going to be able to spring that he's. I bet we're going to get like Drew scenes where it's like I have to pretend to still be stuck in my body.
I can see that. Yes, but see, but I'm wondering though. And this is actually a pretty good story. When he finally can regain stuff, what is he going to do?
Oh,
Now he knows
I
his wife shot him, the love of his life. And she's doing all stuff. I mean, I just wonder: will he want revenge on her? Will he like totally turn on her, or will he still love her in spite of himself?
will he have heard anything that she said when she laid into him while he was laying there in that bed and couldn't move about why she did everything she did?
Yeah.
I mean, other than being incorrect about him taking care of the judge,
Yes.
uh, she wasn't wrong about all the other stuff that she said.
Oh, he
But
wasn't.
will Drew hear that? I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what I'm saying. I'm like curious because he is trapped.
Yeah,
That
and
must.
Drew doesn't need to become back to the old Drew before all this stuff going on. But I hope that they at least write him as like he can still be a jerk, he can still be trying to screw people, but at least have a human moment to realize like, oh yeah, I was garbage
Yes,
about this particular thing with Willow.
I agree. Okay, next thing we're gonna move on to. I'm gonna say this out loud. Say it out loud. Is Christina digging on Jacinda?
They're
I
pretty
feel like the
cute.
friends get a little too close on her end. I had to get help. I know I can come to you. You get, getting sleeps to wear to this my opening. Like it's like she seems really happy to see. Now the girl plays Jacinda is beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful. We love her, but I'm just like she's a little too happy. I can do a brother sister triangle with this guy with this girl.
That'd be interesting. But what at least I do like is that they're even if it's small, broadening the connections that Jacinda has. It's not just her, Michael. It's not just like her, and her contentious relationship with Drew. I mean, she's got some kind of at least friendship, yeah, for now with Christina, which is great.
Yeah,
Anything that keeps her on canvas, I'm all
right.
for.
Yeah, no, me too. No, me too. Everybody said, people were saying yes, possibly. So I'm like, am I seeing something? Because I'm like, I don't think they played it that way yet, but it just seems like Christina's so happy to have Christina said all the time. And yes, folks, you guys have heard it, right? Now I've interviewed him on J30D years ago. Ethan's coming back. Ethan's coming back. Ethan is filming right now. Did not see that coming either. The original,
I'm
Frank.
excited about that.
Me too. So I'm just saying. And as I just say, you don't know. So yes, I'm gonna put Christina with just her friends. I know. I'm just everybody sees. Okay, you guys are all seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, they're seeing what I'm seeing in the chat. They don't want it, but they're seeing what I'm seeing. And I said, okay, that's okay. I thought maybe I was like, we have 91 people watching us. Okay, 91 people. Hello, happy Sunday. It's all because of Frank. I know you get it.
No, no.
But no, but I like the friendship on some level. I think it's kind of cool to have it, and that she gets along, is rooting for her and Michael, but I might this I think there's something more going on there. I mean, they really have changed this whole. Oh, and of course we should mention this. Endometriosis is a very kind of serious reproductive problem for a lot of women. I guess the girl who played Molly's talking about it and on the show, but apparently Kate Manzi has a whole thing on it. You see it's all over the place. She's talking about it. I have sisters who have it, coaches who have it, so it's one of those things that happens. And of course, Brooklyn has it. They could have kids. That's why I saw somehow she couldn't after she had it. So it happens, folks. So they've been talking about that. I want Charlotte to expose them all. Well, I mean, Charlotte, she said, "I'm a Cassadine." When she said that, I was like, "Yes, bitch, you are."
Yes.
Because remember, she's the one back in the day she was following Victor and all that. So I'm like, yes, let's keep the Cassadine thing going. Why not in her? And I like the actress. I do. I like her. I don't know her name, folks. I like her.
Yeah, as they say these days, she could gather them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, Frank. Please say it again. Giving light. Giving Cassadine, as the kids say. And that's just myself for saying that too. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's as you mentioned about Ethan real quick. GH has so many great characters that have been on their show that fans would love to be able to see back on the canvas. So I think GH gets people excited about these returning characters, whether it be Lucky, Nathan, now Ethan. But they get people excited, and yet the stories they bring them back are just kind of so I am hoping that maybe Ethan could be the exception, where that's like they really have a like a really when they say they have a great storyline, they actually really do deliver a great storyline.
Well, I forget. For example, I was like, Ethan, he's also Sasha's brother. So I forgot about that. Because of Holly.
I mean, I guess he's also been able he would be able to give updates to that stuff
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
without
that
seeing
too.
any of those characters.
So I always like I always like the character. So I mean, hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it's a fun piece. If you're gonna bring him back, I don't know for how long. Please make it fun, make it good.
Because there's really nobody that has that Luke Spencer-esque spot in on the Port Charles canvas. You
Nope.
know, they're very gray. They could get a little messy at times, but
Yeah.
they're also, they get that little hero bit of them as well. So
Now we had Charlotte kiss her cousin again.
hello.
So okay, that's all I can say about that. And this leads to a storyline that it's so. Here's the problem with soap sometimes. Sometimes they do something that's so transparent, it almost makes the storyline not real on some level. Like he's like, so basically, I'm talking about the baby Jane Doe. Hey there, Delilah. So a chick's collapsed. She's not dead. Brooklyn and Chase come upon her, of course. The baby, it's so everything is so transparent. We knew she was going to die on the operating table. Like all that stuff, is just kind of like I'm trying to get into the story. We know what's going to happen next, Frank. They're going to adopt the baby, obviously. That's their baby,
Of course, and we know. I mean, they kept on showing that tattoo, so
right?
there's some shady stuff that she got. Or somebody who's behind that tattoo is going to come looking for her slash the baby. I I will start to disagree slightly. Where there's part of me that just felt like the old soapiness coming into that moment, where it's like you could tell like this was because you're right, it's so transparent, but it is like this is a clear start to a new storyline. When you see that, I mean,
Right,
I feel like it's been a while since like a soap has been so deliberate about like, here you go, this is a new story we are starting right here in this moment.
right, true.
So the charm of that for me was like, oh, all right, I'm willing to just see where this dopey thing goes. My '90s nostalgia for like, oh, here we go.
And for me, it was like, whatever. I just got. I wanted to, and they did their job. They did acting jobs were great, and the girl who played now we know her name's Delilah. She was pretty good. She did a good job. Um, Ethan may be the baby daddy. That'd be funny.
Mm.
If he's a father, he comes into town.
Oh, that's creepy. That with Delilah. Ugh, I don't know,
I don't know. I have no idea.
but
So
it's tough. I mean, the tough about it is that like they've done such a job about just diminishing Chase, just really tarnishing his character. That's like, I don't care about what happens with Brooklyn and Chase in regards to this baby.
who knows what's gonna happen, folks? So him singing the lullabies, all that was cute. It was all cute, but I'm just
Oh,
like, we ever seen Cop, we ever seen Cop, so he has to sing it once in a while. He has to. How his contracts? Every 3 months or so, gotta sing a song. So,
Dante, I'd like to help in this investigation. Nope, you can't. You're a Uni now, buddy.
but I know how to be a detective. He's
I know
asking
it's like he hasn't been gone that long from being a it's like that skill does not atrophy that rapidly.
Crystal says, I like how the baby storyline started out, but the adoption is obvious at Endgame. Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
oh yes.
it is.
But who's creepy tat about? So we'll find out.
And yes, Linda A2571. Amanda Sutton was on Watch Live. She was. Um, I can't see. I gotta look and go closer. Um, yeah, no. So, anyways, we got let's go to. We touched about we got so we touched about it a little bit. That storyline, we know where that's going. We know where that's going. Okay, Marco, Lucas, Sidwell, and Al. Say that. Having Britt and Lucas play opposite each other, genius. I'm liking that they're kind of becoming frenemies. I love it. He saw her with Rocco. It softened him a bit because he is a little too. We have him on the show. He's a little too judgmental. He doesn't get there. Um, but wait, I'm sorry, James, but chasing is not even. It's not the best. Even the baby objected. I'm like, oh, did they really? Did the baby do Medora says, did the baby do something? I didn't catch the baby's expressions or anything. I love background. I love little things like that. But I didn't catch that. Oh, poor thing.
You see when the baby did the thumbs down?
No, there. Okay, folks. So, side note: if you guys are Young and Restless, no, Bold and Beautiful fans, I gave a Performer of the Week to this one actress. She had 3 scenes, and she was hilarious. She played a server at this dinner party that was going wrong, and she was trying to get the plates. And she was trying to get the plates, and something happened. And get the plates. Things happened. And it was she to me. You win for there's no small people or small parts. That's if that baby reacted, that'd be hilarious. I don't know. And again, it's a sweet storyline. I don't, you know, I don't. You can find actors' complete career by just googling their name. LOL. Yes, you can. Of course. I'm doing a show right now live. I'm going to if that's towards me. I'm doing a show live. I'm not going to Google. I'm talking to you guys right now. But somebody can just tell me in the chat if I don't remember his name or whatever. Or that person in here, they're asking a question. That's fine. They just want to know really quick if they were on Live to Live. That's why I have no problem saying yes or no. Even though they won't touch the Gannon stuff. Isaiah Gannon, right
So,
there. Why are we not touching the One Life to Live stuff on that one? That's one of the few storylines people want that one to happen.
yeah.
Okay, it's like why is that? Why are we? He's so boring. Isaiah Ganning is hot doctor who's boring AF
And
with a last name that
he came in so action packed.
yes,
Fleeing from Africa, coming in, being in an accident. Oh, just all this stuff. And then to be
being
like,
mad at Portia kind of because she decided to take the house and not his cabin, I guess.
yeah.
Oh, bitch, it's a nice house. This is a nice house. And I'm actually glad that they didn't sell it. I'm glad that Curtis said, we talked about it before, but I'm glad he decided to give it to her. It's a nice place. Like, why not?
Well, yeah.
If I was living in a cabin, I want to live in a nice house.
I mean,
Like,
Frank's not going to lose that set.
right, exactly. That set will still be there. But it's just like, it's like, come on, folks. It's like, I mean, I actually like that part. So I just leave it like, yes, I like that part. But anyway, but
Oh,
I don't know.
speaking of locations, real quick, as a side note, scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about the new opening at Charlie's?
I really thought we were done with Charlie's. Okay, here's how I feel about Charlie's. Folks in chat room, are you ready for this show in the chat room? I feel like that set was specifically put up for the bedroom upstairs. Because, folks, Sunny and a DADA slept together. She was licking her lips afterwards and her fingers like she just had KFC. And we know the Colonel, who's working with John Oliver right now, that was the best thing on earth. So you had told me that right before it went to everybody else. It was so funny. You're like, James, tell me you have HBO. I'm like, I do. And I'm about to look it up, and then, like that, and then almost a few hours later, it got everywhere. So if you ever watched the John Oliver skit about wanting to be honest, he wants to be on a soap opera, you guys. And it was the KFC Colonel, your thing, Frank. That was, I know. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. They brought that up. They brought that
was like, I was like, when that was, I was watching it in real time. I was like, no, no.
yeah. That was crazy. I was like, what? Anyway, back to the bedroom upstairs. I feel like Charlie's was built just so you can say, well, so Christina, she works late nights. She don't have to go home. We don't have to worry about her. I'm like, and my earring. Oh my God, my earring. And I'm just like, it's one time. Remember, we're doing this one time. That's it. Well, no, never again.
But looking at her, the way she was during Jordan's chat at the nail salon, where she just keeps looking off into the distance, thinking about.
Yeah.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
So apparently, Sonny has a golden penis.
Man, yeah. I mean, rocked her world.
Apparently, I mean, first of all, she's beautiful. She is beautiful. Her name is Nazneen. She's really beautiful in real life too. Of course, she's Carla Roder's wife and all that. You know, in real life, she's beautiful. But the way they had her acting, she was dickmatized.
Oh,
I'm sorry, folks. She was dickmatized. I mean, homegirl was like, she was thinking about that. She was thinking about Sonny, and she was thinking about that. I'm like, he knows how to lay it down, apparently. And
right.
I think it's gonna happen again, Frank. I think it's gonna happen again. I think, Frank.
You don't do it just once.
No,
Again, right? No, you've opened that door. It's
no.
gonna
I
happen
mean,
again.
women on that show, from Ava to Nina, but all this. I'm just like, yeah. Just so anyway, the whole point of Charlie's like sort of bringing back Charlie's. Okay, I thought it was a dead issue. So, but I felt like they brought back the show just for that bedroom so that Sunny could sleep with an ADA in private.
Because even there's when somebody's like, "Hey, Christine, I thought you were just not going to do this again," because they didn't even mention it before. It's like, well, they changed my mind. Like, all right,
Okay, but also they had to do a whole thing with Geo, which I didn't mind actually. I'm not gonna talk shit because I actually liked Geo and Sunny's talk. As a grandfather myself, and I was just with my grown grandkids this last weekend. It felt like that. Where he was just kind of giving advice. It's like, you gotta do something. You can't just be sitting here doing nothing. I
yeah.
kind of like. I didn't expect that. I kind of like that. But using a guitar this time, not a violin.
Yeah, what I liked about it was just, I mean, I guess it's like that kind of thing with like Jocelyn as opposed to where it's like you're not, setting. Yeah, you're right. It was just good, loving advice and just trying to get Gio. He's just so stuck up his own butt about all this stuff. And I understand it's a big thing to find out your life is not exactly what you thought it would be, but he's making it just like such a binary kind of thing where it's like, no, you can still do music and
Right.
however way you want to do it. It's like you have to throw away that just because your life is not what you thought it was.
What Doris said, Sonny said, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, he was just like, no, you gotta do something. You gotta be just sitting here, just aimlessly, whatever, just in melancholy rest of your life. There's a life you gotta get to, which I appreciate that talk. I appreciate that talk completely. That was
Yeah.
that to me made sense.
Yeah, when life is dealing with stuff, it's absolutely natural for people to kind of get into like a little pity party for sure. But
Yeah,
then
of
at
course.
some point, people kind of get stuck in that and stay at the party too long. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
need somebody to come in and give you the kick. Like, nope, party's over, guys. You gotta get out of here now. You gotta move on.
So, Frank, I'll ask you this question. We got 10 minutes. How is Marco going to die? You know that's coming. You know that's has to be coming. I'll do anything for you. I don't care. I'll do anything. Okay, so bye to Marco, everybody. This is, I mean, clearly I don't know this for real, but it just seems to me. So will he die at his father's hands by accident, or like will it be one of those Greek tragedies? Because he said, if my father finds out,
Right.
or will it be by accident? Will it be by Callum? Will Callum kill? I mean, like that. I feel like there's an unholy alliance happening that could be broken at any time.
It would
With
be interesting to see, yeah, like if Colin kills him, but pins it on Sonny.
all right.
And then the idea is to try to expose Sidwell to really realize it was Callum, and then that goes down. Because I feel like if it's Sidwell that's doing it, then I think the show is really saying like this guy's not going to be around long term.
That's true too. But they've done that, Frank. You
They
know that.
have, you're right. Yeah, I mean, Paul
It,
Hornsby turned around and became a
right,
serial
remember?
killer.
Right. I was saying they've done it before. I mean, they literally have written somebody into a corner, and that was it. I mean,
Oh,
that's just that
man,
was
I
it.
really hope not.
Oh no,
But I get what yeah, but I get what you're saying about Sidwell. It's like he's like too connected to this stuff where it's like, oh man, is Sidwell behind everything and he's on top of everything? Well, God. So I feel it's a fine line. I'll be curious to see how they thread that because I he has a lot to offer.
I know. I
Don't
agree with
write him
you.
off. Don't write him out.
I agree with you. And we're already finding out how Jason's leaving for a while. They're setting that as part of the storyline. So they're setting that up. It looks like they're setting that up. That he's going to run off with the drug and all that kind of go and hide for a while. So I guess that's going to happen at some point. Like, it's all going to come to a head at some point, obviously.
Yeah.
And I agree. Marco is a decent character. I don't want him axed, but I mean, and it may not happen, folks. I could be wrong. I don't know anything. I'm just saying the way you guys watch something like I do, the way they're writing it, I feel like out of everybody, yeah, he could be axed easily. It won't be Lucas.
No.
Even right, it won't be Lucas. It won't be. It won't be. It won't be Brett. It won't be Jason. I guess like the certain character, like, it won't be them. So,
And him something happening to him would affect Lucas.
oh
So
yeah, oh yeah,
a lot of
and
baggage that Lucas would take.
yeah, definitely. So I'm just like, there's something, and then he want revenge against Sidwell even more. I guess there's stuff there. Maybe he side with Sonny all of a sudden. Sonny, I'm on your side. That he killed Marco. I mean, there's a lot they could do with that. I mean, I don't want him dead, obviously, but I'm just saying, but they could. There's stuff that could be done if they write it correctly. So I don't know. I think I agree. AE says, yeah, Marco will be collateral damage. I think he will too. But I was figuring out who's going to be the one to do it. It's going to be an accident. It's going to be will he fall by accident over the parapet? Like it's going to be intentional. People fall over that parapet many times. They all survive. It's gonna be fun too if he just goes off. We don't know if he's dead or not. I'll take that. That's fine for a while for the character to come back at some point if they wanted to. I hate to have him kill because like you're gonna kill the whole half the family basically, or you kill half the family. So I don't know. I just feel like we're leading that direction.
I I feel it'll be Callum because I mean they're already they've already painted him as just like this really huge bad guy. So uh I think it makes sense for him to be the guy that takes Marco out. But sure enough to make sure that he's not connected to it. Uh Why not put it on Sonny and then have Sidwell just be even more reason to hate Sonny?
And I think with Carlo Rhoda, he's the first character in a long time, a new character that fans like.
Yeah.
I see their chat too. Fans they want him around for a long time. Just like Cyrus, people liked Jeff Comer. They liked his portrayal of that character. They roll him into a corner and that was that. But if they do that on the show, whether it's a Jerry Jacks, whether it's a Paul Hornsby or even Nicholas for a while got written into a corner. So it's like it's just kind of what's her name too? Avery Pohl's character. What's her name? Her too. Even now, they all get into a corner. It's like they're good for a while. And see with Willow, I'm curious how long they keep this up because she's done enough. She's done a lot of bad at this point. It's just
Yes.
it's a different packaging than Nell, but she's just as bad as Nell. You think about it. And Nina, I think Nina kind of sees it, but she doesn't want to. And that's the thing as we start to wrap this up a little bit. That's the thing. There are characters we like, you guys too, in the chat. I see you guys naming people are naming some of the characters, like Rick Hurst. We want him on the show. We want the show. So let me answer this. So first of all, I don't read things like soap dirt. I don't read any of the trades or any of them, whether they're legitimate or not. I don't read any of them. The only ones that I read and believe are some of our digests, usually that they're just pretty good, or Michael Fairman, or if I hear from their ear to my their lips to my ear. But no, I don't read any of those things. So I have no comment. I
What
don't I
about
don't read.
Stone Cold and the Jackal?
I don't watch them really, but I see little clips here and there. But I don't read any stuff because I don't know if it's true or not. Some of the stuff sounds like it could be true. Some said, I mean, who knows? So I have no idea. Ian is a friend of mine, but I have not asked her personally if she's leaving. I'm sure she would tell me if she was. I haven't asked her personally. But
With the Jason stuff, I mean, whatever the storyline, we know it can't go on forever in terms of like with Britt. So it makes sense to be able to set up something where this drug is able to be synthesized by them, so she can keep doing it, and that's we can kind of take the Huntington's part off the board for her. But I feel like it's not going to go that easy. So uh, I
yeah,
feel like the Brit will still get that medicine at some point, but I don't know. It seems like because it's not like it feels like at least just from what you were saying, what I think I was hearing about her being on Bruce Bernard's podcast about and the frustrations about the Brit Jason
right.
relationship. That it feels like he's going to be taking his time off, but Brit will still be around.
So she may come back. Like he'll be gone for she may like get sent back. I mean, there's things
Yeah,
they could do. There's things they
yeah,
can do with her. They write it kind of correctly. But yeah, it feels more like he's gonna be gone for a while, not her.
yeah.
So that's fine. She has enough to do she has enough to do in LA. Wait, LA. Sorry, General Hospital. What LA? I'm like the palm trees. No, she has enough to do in Port Charles. She has plenty to do in there. So I think with him, like you said, he's taking time off. Yeah, I think he's the one who's gonna take time off because Bradford said the other day. So can we still do it on our show, right? So can we talk about what happens on the show with you not on it? He said that the other day I was laughing. He goes, "Well, you think I know something inside?" And they started laughing. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how long he takes and what's going on. I'm very curious. But Britt, yeah, Crystal, Britt has to get the medicine. That's why she's returning. I mean, has to get the medicine.
Yeah.
Um, and I got friends. I want to mention this real quick. Love Turn Rocco, love that whole situation. And I want to mention one other. Oh my god, when it left my brain. There was one other. I was like, I enjoyed it also.
Well, for me, I'll say it was Jason talking to Michael
There
about
you go. That's what I want to say. Thank you. See, that's why we're soulmates. Thank you. That was very cool. That because we saw each other before. He went to the ladies, they're fighting all that stuff. But him going to Michael and saying, "You're the kind of man I want him around," and him actually talking to Danny afterwards, running into Danny,
Yeah.
and kind of saying, "Look, you in the clubhouse after your thing, you can have like." That's very cool. I thought that's very cool. And even Carly said, "When you leave, tell me I'm right here also for him." So I was like they're setting it up for Jason. They're just setting it up. But I actually told him, just tell him you have to leave. You'll know when you're coming back. Like, don't do anything. I'll just tell me straight up. Just tell him. Like that. I kind of like that she said that. And Danny will be fine. Danny's such a fine young man. He'll be fine. You got
Yeah,
Charlotte. He gets to see Scout again. So
that's
that's
true.
kind
He's
of
got a support system around him for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so he has his grandma Alexis and everything, so he'll be fine. the part that I didn't care for, and I just don't need this anymore. Molly collapsing and not wanting to talk about her endometriosis. I mean, Frank, no, I get that when you first start dating, you don't want to lay a lot of stuff on somebody. I get that, of course. But, however, they've known each other for over a year or so at this point, whether they're dating or not. They've been through some stuff together already. So it's kind of like, yeah, I have a condition. I'm sorry, I have a condition. And it's like, and yes, it's going to be awkward to my kids or whatever, but it's kind of like, I'm tired of this. I just like, he wanted me to stay with us. I didn't want to stay with them. And I think, well, maybe she just wanted to go home because people they feel better at home when they're sick. That's what Christina's trying to make her feel better. But I'm just like, I don't need that anymore. I don't need this anymore. If they're together, let them be together and just go forward. They're not fragile flowers that don't know anything about each other. They both had major things happen since they've known each other.
It's frustrating watching that. It's like we don't need to throw there. You could have scenes of them actually talking about that stuff rather than just like avoiding each other because of it.
Right. I'm just like, really, that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. I'm just so because it's not exciting. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't nothing. It's repetitive. As you would say, it's repetitive.
Yeah, I don't need to see them both being stunted in a relationship. Let's go forward.
Right. So it's gonna be good. So there are a few things I really did enjoy in that too. But I think we covered most stuff. I have to move on to another show, folks. But folks want to know. I didn't do it for the last couple of weeks. I'm sorry, you guys. Frank, your emails.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Candace Mack made a prediction, so she's hoping she wins a prize. I never said she's getting a prize,
Oh.
but a prize if she guesses correctly.
Let's see here. Oh, all right. Here we go.
Oh, she's way off. 425,376. That's 425,382.
Yeah, we just had 6 emails come in just as James was talking about that.
They're all from me. They're all from me. I'm saying answer my emails. That's crazy, Frank.
Sorry, Candace.
All right, Candace, you were way off. Folks, we'll be back next week. Like we said, on CBS, there's only 3 episodes because the March Madness starts on Thursday and Friday. So we'll be back for those shows too. We'll talk those 3 episodes. That's what we're talking about. But they're back. But GH Smart Knowledge has a full week of episodes coming.
Woo!
Full week. And so Frank and I will be back for that. I'm not have a guest for us. I'm working on something. So
and clothing optional. So stick, that's a draw for you folks.
It's getting hot here. That may happen one day. I don't know. I might say Frank are right. It's getting hot over here in Los Angeles. And it's supposed to be hot next week, actually. So yes, all next week. So yikes, kids. But folks, thank you for watching the show. He's at Happy Go Jackie. I'm at James Lott Jr., JLJ Media. And yes, on Twitter, I am locked out of my account for James Lott Jr. and I can't get in. The X has not gone back to me at all. So it's just been the craziest. But I'm on JLJ Media, so follow me there if you're not following me there. I just post all stuff there all the time. Everywhere, all at once. I do. Crystal Bush, I agree with you. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I agree with you. Okay, kids. We'll see you next week. Bye.